Alright then, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome everybody to Crypto Space. So in today's video, we are going to cover ICP, its recent price action, and of course we are going to cover a couple of interesting altcoin charts as well as BTC. And of course we are going to cover a little bit of news from X. And now, if you are new to the channel, please consider subscribing, and a quick disclaimer that this video isn't a financial advice. So let's have a look at ICP itself. ICP is currently trading at $12.13 and is currently experiencing a recovery of 7.3%. So obviously that's good, but not great. We are all waiting for these big gains on our alts, especially on our ICP. So market cap is currently sitting at 5.5 billion USD, and 24-hour trading volume is currently sitting at 188 million USD. So if we are going to look at the chart, that looks very good and juicy on a daily. But all right, let's first of all cover a couple of tweets over here, and then we are going to jump into the chart. So our ambassadors are doing great in promoting ICP in their regions. So obviously that's something good to see, that people are learning, people actually would like to listen about what ICP is, and ambassadors obviously are educating society and people that are interested into building on ICP about its fundamentals, the use case, etc. So it's good to see, and that adoption is coming, but of course great things come with time. So that basically represents where ICP already has its hubs. So obviously these over here are names of the co-founders, head of the community, etc. But I would like to focus on the places where ICP has its hubs. So we've got ICP hub in Indonesia, great. Now we've got ICP hub in Arab Emirates, great. Now we've got UK, that's big. Thailand, Philippines, and Poland, which is in Europe. So that is good to see, because ICP doesn't have hub only, let's say, in America. We've got more and more countries that are adopting ICP, which means that this adoption is coming, well, at least in my eyes, but of course that's going to come slow. March is gearing up to be an epic month for ICP, with a record-breaking cycle burn month. The trend of the heightened network activity is reaching new heights, so that growth is here, and that's always good to see. And now let's check this out. This is something that I have found over here on Twitter, and I would like to share it with you, and of course I'm going to give you my opinion on that. So honestly, I think Solana's market cap should give you an idea. So at $50 billion, ICP would be around $110, definitely possible. However, I think a fair valuation for ICP during a legit bull run, meaning BTC making new all-time highs, well, it already did, but obviously we have a pullback, and mania in alts, this is something that we still haven't experienced yet, then we should run into a 10 trillion total market cap. And yes, I do believe this is possible, obviously including BTC and Ethereum, definitely in cards. In that scenario, I think that 150 billion USD to $300 billion market cap on ICP makes absolute sense. And I do believe that this is possible for ICP given its use case, etc. Especially if the narrative catches on. In that scenario, we are talking about $300 to $600 per ICP. But wait, there is more. This doesn't factor in that ICP could become deflationary during the peak of the bull run. So yes, that is definitely in cards, that's possible, and that of course can drive the price even higher. However, we do have to remember about the fact is that many people also lost money on ICP in the previous bull cycle, because obviously there has to be a reason why ICP doesn't really see such gains like other cryptos, right? We have much bigger gains on other projects, but ICP being such a great project doesn't necessarily experience such gains as other projects. So I do believe that there is a selling pressure from people that lost lots of money in the previous cycles. Well, to me it makes sense, and of course one of you guys that mentioned in the comments that it's basically allocation towards the team, and yes, I do believe that this could be the part as well. But alright, let's move. So the additionally scarce conditions should produce that ICP blow off top that takes us $1,000 this bull run. Long term, like 8 years, yeah, $10,000 per ICP if they deliver on their vision. Well, I do believe that this is possible, 10k, let's say 8 to 10,000. However, well, 8 years, it's a long time, that's the first thing. And second, if we are going to see that development of Web3, and if everything is going to be built on ICP, which is going to be hopefully a leader of Web3, then yes, definitely that could be possible. No doubt in my mind about it. This bull run I aim for 300 personally, so I can right away tell you that I'm going to probably sell around 180, maybe $200. If it comes to ICP being staked, that is currently sitting at 47.2%. And if we are going to look at TVL, that's currently sitting at 22.5 million USD. So now let's have a look at the chart. BTC obviously pulled ICP's price to $10, $10.5. If you had a buying order set up over here, and if you were anticipating that ICP can pull back to that price, and if you have bought that dip, I'm pretty sure that you are very happy. But looks like now we are recovering. So the first resistance that we are going to have to battle with is that ascending triangle resistance, and on the top of that we also have moving averages, and looks like that we are being, well, just on the verge of 100-day moving average, but it looks good to me actually, right? So I don't think that anything bad is happening, because if I'm going to move that trend line over here, and let's say that I'm going to do something like this and extend our ascending triangle, we technically still can see that breakout towards the upside. So let's say if we are going to see more boring price action for ICP, and then hopefully the breakout in coming days or weeks. But again, I don't know if this is going to happen. That they were watching my previous ICP updates and the price wasn't really what I was saying that it will, right? But again, this video isn't a financial advice. I could be wrong. I don't know. Nobody knows. This is something that I'm seeing in the chart, and I do hope that it makes sense, right? And now if we are going to look at RSI, for instance, right, we were in overbought territory at 17th of December last year, and as we can see over here, we had that sell-off over here, and now it looks like we are trending towards the upside. However, again, these are only indicators, so they cannot really tell us what exactly is going to happen. We cannot really know the future. I don't have the crystal ball. I don't know. But the only thing I know is that ICP has its great fundamentals. Many people believe in that, and that's all it takes, right? I guess we have to be patient. I do believe that ICP is going to see bigger prices. Well, first of all, we have to break that resistance level that sits over here at roughly $15, almost 16, and then we are going to talk. But I do believe that coming weeks, of course, if we are not going to see further continuation of that pullback from BTC, then we could see that ICP finally catching on with the whole market. But right, now let's have a look at BTC itself. So first of all, shout out to the Scalping Pro on X. Since the 15,500 bottom, Bitcoin has experienced full pullbacks ranging between 20 to 23%. Each of these pullbacks has presented a perfect opportunity to accumulate more Bitcoins. Currently, the price has dropped by 18% from its recent all-time high of $73,800. If this pattern repeats, Bitcoin has already bottomed out or will bottom out soon. Don't miss again. So again, we can see another pullback, or perhaps continuation of that pullback, because what we are currently experiencing is obviously that reversal towards the upside on the daily. However, we don't know how the weekly candle is going to close at the moment, same as at the monthly candle. However, I do believe even if we are going to see the pullback, as we can see in the previous bull cycle what happened, these pullbacks are meant for buying. That's the first thing, and second, they are going to be short-lived anyways. So again, I don't really care if we are going to see the pullback. I'm just going to buy the dip. If we are going to look at what happened to BTC last time after it dipped below 21-day moving average, we had a huge pump for BTC over here on a daily. So this is the second time we are experiencing that dip below that 21-day moving average. So the question is, could we see a proper God candle in coming days? And finally, let's have a look at alts, alright? So BTC dominance has been in a bearish triangle for 7 years. From the time BTC broke through its all-time highs with strength, altcoins have outperformed BTC in 2017 and 2021. So alright, let's have a look. We had this 2017 alt season over here when BTC's dominance dropped, then 2021 and 2024. It looks like BTC is being rejected from that trend line over here, and we could potentially expect a proper alt season in coming days and weeks. And now FUD Fear, uncertainty, and doubt is all around. Meanwhile, logarithmic MACD is about to cross bullish on the 2-monthly chart. So last time when we had this bullish crossover here and MACD turned on green, we've experienced that alt season. And at the moment, looks like we are going to experience that crossover again. And looks like MACD is going to flip green very soon on the 2-monthly charts on alts. So I do believe that this is big. Now, shout out to LCryptoProf. Some people are calling the end of the bull market even though it hasn't really started yet. Golden cross of the Gunnar EMA monthly chart of alts finally happening recently. RSI is not even 70. So let's have a look first of all at 2016 to put ourselves into perspective of where we are. So first of all, when we turned green on that RSI, then we saw what was happening over here for alts. We have experienced a huge alt season. Obviously we had the bear market, right? And then again the same thing in 2021. And we are just leaving that bear market. Of course, people are seeing a little bit of green and they think that this is the end of the bull cycle, but the reality is that the proper bull cycle is about to start. And I do hope that you didn't panic sell your ICP or whatever you're holding, because I'm pretty sure that you're going to regret this. A friendly reminder of what lies ahead for altcoins. I've been sharing this chart for almost 2 years now. So again, shout out to LCryptoProf, and let's have a look at what happened in the previous cycle, 2014, 2018. Once we broke out of that Wyckoff accumulation zone, we had a bit of a pullback, and after that we had a proper parabola. So let's examine this current bull cycle. We had our Wyckoff accumulation / bear market. We had the breakout, obviously we had the retest, and now we are at exactly the same phase as we were before over here, in that let's call it a first phase of the bull market, and looks like we have experienced a second little pullback. And I do believe that this is pretty much self-explanatory of what is going to happen next. Ladies and gents, I hope that this video made sense for most of you, and I hope that you have enjoyed that ICP and general altcoin review. So I hope that you will have a great day, and peace and love crypto.